There's a trap door under us?
If you make enough bad jokes.
Yeah, you know, I think Trump's okay. Whoa! Can we not be Jews today?
Yeah, fine.
Here's a fake question.
Uh-huh.
Are we rolling? I thought it was like that earnest behind the scenes. Ooh, Mr. Carter.
On SNL.
I'm saying Cray. Call me. And for the record, I usually have my pants on here.
Yeah, right. Welcome to 6 Beers of Politics. I'm Greg.
I'm Pep.
And we just finished our show, Angry White Men Trump Up the Volume, here at Boom Chicago.
Behind the camera, or the phone in this case, behind the high-priced camera.
Phone.
Behind the high-priced camera's Emil. And it's 6 Beers of Politics. We're going to drink 6 beers, and we're going to talk about politics. And when we run out of beers, we're going to stop talking about politics, which is what everyone should do.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, happy Comey Day.
Happy hashtag Comey Day.
As you said.
As we're shooting this, Comey Day was yesterday, so it's Comey Day +1. The funny thing for me is for me the whole Comey testimony is like a Rorschach test for the whole country.
A what?
A Rorschach? Rorschach? Rorschach.
What?
It's not Rorschach.
Yeah, there's no shark involved. It's underwater.
Rorschach?
I believe Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Yeah. You studied psychology, not me.
I know, man. I mean, and I also, read The Watchmen too. The point was that it is a Rorschach test for the country because the whole country watched this thing, and half the country was like, "You see, Trump obstructed justice. He totally did it." And the other half of the country watching the exact same thing was like, "See, he totally did not obstruct justice."
Right.
And it just says about you what you pulled out of James Comey.
Yeah, man. And I look at that same diagram and I just see, danger. I see blood in the water. I see we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Because it's a shark.
It's a
He's
shark.
making a shark references. I get it. I'm being zinged.
A dorsal
I'm being zinged right now.
Quick flashback. Nixon, it was a bit about what did the president know and when did he know it.
I feel like with Trump, it's like, what? Did the president? No.
So they're trying to pin Trump down to this one phrase. I hope you can make this whole investigation about Mike Flynn go away. It's so funny that hope has a different meaning based on the president. Like for Obama, I promise hope and change. We had hope for change. Now hope is
right.
Like, I hope I'm not going to be caught breaking the law.
Right. I hope you will change the focus of this inquiry. This article was unbelievable.
The Forbes article?
The Forbes article.
Oh, man. In Forbes magazine, it's called How Donald Trump Shifted Kids' Cancer Charity Money into His Business.
Eric Trump he runs this charity event, and they hold it at one of the Trump golf courses. And he's made this big thing about it's super efficient because we don't have to pay for the golf course.
Of course, it's in the family. And we don't have to pay for using the golf course unless...
Well, just for the record, if you did have to pay for it, if it was like, well, but we lose all this income and we need it, so we just got to make costs. Nobody would have said, oh, that's insane and crooked. They would have said, well, okay, business is business.
Right.
But that's not what they said. They said we're not charging the charity for to use the golf course.
So Trump business says all of a sudden, well, wait a minute, we don't need to give the golf course away for free. We could charge them more than, like, what, 500% more than he charges a normal rental of the golf course.
Right. So not only is it not being given away for free, but he's
gouging.
He's gouging.
He's gouging kids with cancer.
Does it say that in the Forbes article? He's gouging the kids with cancer. Because I can't lie, I have not read the 500 markup yet, but I want it to be true.
I believe I heard Trevor Noah say it was a 500% markup, and I believe it.
I believe Trevor Noah too. Can I just say I was just guilty of what I don't like when people do, which is I haven't read it. I'm going to say it emphatically because it confirms something I'd like to believe.
Confirmation bias.
That is confirmation bias right there. And I was guilty of it. I think it's true.
yet, yesterday, for 24 hours was the day that Donald Trump did not launch any crazy bombs on Twitter, because this new lawyer guy is now the mouthpiece for Trump.
Speaking of Trump's tweeting, how about his fucking up his own foreign policy?
I mean, no wonder someone sat him down and said, if you tweet, I'm out.
I think that was Melania, except she didn't preface the sentence with "if you tweet."
Ha! If you tweet.
Don't tweet now.
So, first of all, we talked last week about Trump was talking with his legal team. They were telling him, please just don't say the words travel ban. Yeah, there it is in all caps. And then just...
It was twice in all caps, too. I didn't realize, but Emil corrected me in graphic form.
As we were making fun of that, he was starting a whole different shooting himself in the foot with his tweets about Qatar having this territorial dispute with Saudi Arabia.
But then, this is not shooting himself in the foot. This is causing a Middle East incident.
Now, it's been suggested or proven that Russia is behind this fake news that someone in Qatar said something that would be offensive for Saudi Arabians. And look, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, there are prominent U.S. military bases in both places. So first of all, Trump has a team of legal experts saying, don't say travel ban. And next day, he's got the entire military, as well as what's left of the State Department. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, when Rex Tillerson has to actually go to work and do some State Department shit, you know he's not happy about it. He's like, God damn it, this was not the fucking deal. This is going to be oil money, drop the Russian sanctions, and fucking Tillerson's out.
I mean, and Tillerson, you know, McMaster, Steve Bannon, all these guys who apparently are so influential behind the scenes. No one has been able to silence Trump's Twitter thumb until now, until the Comey testimony. And
I was really disappointed. I wanted the live tweeting, just for the record.
Oh, yeah.
I was disappointed.
And some of it would just be like, I wonder if you chose that tie because you know I like red. I'm also wearing a red tie. You're invited to dinner, just you and me. You know.
We were out of beer, and that's the rule. 6 beers and we're out. This has been 6 Beers of Politics. My name is Pep.
I'm Greg.
Behind the very expensive camera
Emil.
is Emil, and we hope we see you next time. Well pronounced.
And now we know why Donald Trump is tweeting, why he's awake at 3 in the morning every night. Obviously because he's being haunted by these dead cancer kids.
He's like Lady Macbeth. He's Lady Macbeth who he can't, out damn tweet spot, out I say, I will tweet the spot out of my hands.